Okay, so Artery Gear Fusion just got a couple of things added to the game. There wasn't any maintenance or anything, so we just automatically got it. I don't know if we're gonna have a maintenance later for the Cream event because this is slated to come. I believe later to on the 28th, I believe. I could be wrong. I don't know. I think it was the 28th where the Cream event was supposed to come from the last video. But anyways, I want to talk about something really quickly. So as I said before, they've added a couple of things to the game. That being Halloween packs. But there's no Halloween in it. All they really did was give you a little more value than normal with packs that, I mean, probably not many people were buying anyways. There's no incentive to buy these packs when they've kind of given a lot of like crystals as lately, right? They've given a lot of crystals and there's nothing festive added to it. How can you make a Halloween pack but not add any skins or any like I mean, honestly, you could have just decorated it, and it would have made better sense to call it a Halloween pack. But there's nothing Halloween related to it. The developers are just being just lazy. Now, I don't want to jump the gun and say, okay, well, maybe there is something else in the works, but they just haven't announced it or released it yet, right? I did mention before that it would be nice to see a Jesse skin. So I don't want to jump the gun here and come to conclusions, just say that the Artery Gear Fusion global team is just lazy outright because I don't know if I said this before, but it's been pretty much proven that they're more active on the JPCN side of things, right? Now, and that's because the games are more popular there. So I guess it makes sense. But for them to kind of neglect it, as of right now, global as an audience is just flat out disrespectful. I know JP got skin, right? Or CN. They got Halloween skin. Nice. Cool. Now, where is our skin? They haven't made any announcement for it. You can even check the Twitter. I will literally go and check the Twitter right now for Artery Gear Fusion. It's like literally they have not posted anything related to Halloween. Nothing. This is the last thing they posted was the Artery Gear Fusion collaboration with Frame Arms Girl, which by the way I'm excited about. I'm not gonna lie and say I'm not. It's cool. I like the collab. I'm ready for it. But they haven't done anything to it to, I don't know, show that it's Halloween. I mean, here's the issue with the game, okay? They're not really doing anything to keep players staying, okay? They're rushing banners, right? Which no one is really that happy about. Maybe a few people, right? People that's, but who cares, right? Honestly, who cares? Most people are not excited about banners just being squashed together. Now, we've got enough currency to pick up the important units, so that's not the purpose, that's not the what I'm trying to, insinuate, right? The issue. That's not the actual issue. The issue is that they haven't really done anything to address the core issue of the game. And that is keeping players actually playing the game. Because now we've seen, even, view count and videos and stuff like that, just overall sentiment. You check your guild, more than half your guild mates are probably inactive if you're not in like the top guilds or whatever, right? We had a GVG, apparently that was a beta. I had no idea that was beta. We haven't got anything since. We have weekly rewards in the shop for GVG. We can't even collect them, so I think by now we missed out on 4 tickets and like a bunch of other rewards, literally, which sucks. I mean, for people that are free to play and whatnot, even Wales, right? Because they like GVG too. That sucks. It's very disappointing. Okay, and on top of that, they haven't really given us like any kind of like, hey, thank you for or at least as of recently, right? Thank you for supporting the game. We have this on the way. They haven't really had much communication with the player base. Not everyone is using Discord, okay? I'm not going to download Discord just to communicate with you guys. Why are you not talking more with people on your other social media platforms? I just don't get it. Why are you not putting out more notices in game? It's like they're not really trying to make an effort to. Ooh, I should not put that on the screen. It's not like they're trying to. It doesn't seem like they're trying to make an effort to communicate and have this like interaction with the global player base. So it leaves me to, and a lot of people have been saying that this game is being a cash grab at the moment. Part of me wants to say that's honestly true, more than not. Okay, but I just can't wrap my head around why they're just doing the bare minimum. It's what it feels like. They're just doing the bare minimum. Now, I don't know if there's, things behind the scenes that is more complicated than what I'm trying to insinuate here. Whether it's, maybe they can't put skins out, like the Halloween skins, or they haven't shown anything because maybe it's harder. Maybe there's issues with the localization, right? Because I know it's a big one when games are, not in the region of North America, and not just America but global, right? Other countries and stuff like that, other regions, because not it global is not just North America, right? I don't know, something weird misconception. I'm not the only one that thinks that, right? But global is not just North America. Okay, I'm very disappointed because the game that this game is trying to take market share from, which is Epic 7, just had the biggest announcement ever. Epic 7 just released the biggest news of honestly any gacha game as of right now, except for Genshin Impact and their Archon or whatnot. I don't think anyone here even cares about Genshin Impact, but they just announced that they're giving everyone a free ML5, pretty much. I mean, there is a little bit of hurdles you got to jump over, but they're at least giving you a free ML5 of your choice, unless you're the most unluckiest person in the world. Okay, which is fortunate. It's going to be a few people, but most of the people are going to be able to get an ML5 of their choice in the game, except for the two newest units, which was Astromancer Elena and Commander Pavel. Which, I mean, disappointing, right? You're not able to pick them up, but for various reasons, right? Such as people spending money, picking them up, and probably feeling like shit, knowing that they spent money for a character that everyone would have gotten for free, or people that would have gotten for free wanted, right? That's understandable. Okay. So with them announcing the Epic 7 team announcing this right here and giving a whole bunch of other juicy, I mean just crazy rewards, right? Updating the game, they nerfed one of the most broken units, if not the most broken unit at this point in the game, while giving their players a free, ticket to recruit any like 5-star character of their choice in the game. Um that's just I can't wrap my and that is not limited, by the way, right? I can't wrap my head around why this team is not doing anything. Like they're just doing the bare minimum. It just doesn't make sense to me. I'm not saying Artery Gear Fusion is a horrible game because it's not. That's far from the truth. It is a good, solid game. Okay, but that's where it stops. It's a solid game. Epic 7 is a great game. Artery Gear Fusion is a solid game, and I can't sit here and front and lie about that. Um, I just saw a lot of potential with this game, and it's really, really disappointing that they haven't done anything more than the bare minimum. Like, I just don't understand. I don't know, collect money. That's just the way I see it, okay? And there's not to say that other companies don't do that either, right? Epic 7 does it, sure. But they're not really trying to build this goodwill with their player base, is what I'm trying to say. It's like a Genshin Impact situation. They're not really trying to build that goodwill with their player base as much as like a game like Epic 7 does, right? In Genshin, it's funny because Genshin Impact, it doesn't matter for them, right? Because I mean, the people are gonna play the fucking game regardless, right? They care less that the developers don't give a shit about them, okay? But for this game, that's not the case. People have been leaving left and right, playing other games as more games come out, and that's just gonna be the way it is. RTA, I don't know how many people are actually going to be playing to the point RTA comes out. And that disappoints me because I have no idea if RTA is even going to be worth doing, right? Because then at that point, the only people that would still be playing are the people that just genuinely, deeply enjoy the game or play multiple gacha games, right? So this hardly affects them. Or just people that have whaled, sunk cost fallacy, and all of the above. That's horrible. I mean, like, that's horrible. So I'm really disappointing. I don't know what this video was, but it's just me venting. You know, it's been really hard to make videos on this game. Especially when there's like no content. There's no content. And especially in a game like this where you kind of have to build your units to make them do anything. It's like Epic 7 in a sense, right? But at least in that game, it's easier to make content. Even if you cannot build a specific unit at the time, you can still make videos on repeatable content that is in the game, right? Such as RTA, GVG, other in-game, recyclable content, But you can't do that on this game. I want to hear opinions from all of you, of course. That's really important to me. It lets me know that there's people that may feel the same way I do, may not feel the same way I do, and that's completely okay. I'm always up for discussion, and I'm always, up to hear other perspectives on this matter, especially something as problematic as this is, really, because this is a big deal. Okay, this is a big deal. They're doing the bare minimum, knowing that it's only harming the game itself. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. Thank you for watching if you watched to the end, and I'll see you all in the next one. Have a good rest of your day.